How are you?
Doing good. Hot one today.
Yeah. Amazing how that changes in a few days.
Yeah, it was just a rainstorm.
How bad of the conditions was that Sunday night for you and the offense?
Pretty bad. I mean, as a center, you're trying to focus on the QB center exchange and staying as dry as possible, not trying to get the ball any wetter than it already is. It's just tough. Everything was wet. It didn't stop raining the whole time. It's one of the wetter games I've ever been in.
Alex, it's possible this stuff is overrated, but when a team is like in a 4-game losing streak, it's like, well, their leaders emerge, and someone has to rattle cages or whatever. Is that overrated, or is this a point in time where whether it's one person, two people have to be kind of a jerk about things?
I think it's a combination of everything. I don't think you need to reinvent the wheel and start doing everything different because there's a system in place. There's a way we do things. There's what we've always been doing. We just have to do it a little bit better. But you also can't let the same mistakes happen. You've got to point it out and correct things. So I think there's definitely an emphasis on getting better, focusing on the details because it's just little things that are stopping us from being successful.
I mean, you, relatively speaking, just got here, but you've done this for a long time. Where do you feel? I mean, do you feel comfortable? I don't know what your leadership style is, but do you feel comfortable to, have some of that role?
I mean, I'm not the most outspoken guy, but I do definitely try to lead by example, do the right thing. I've never been a huge rah-rah, get you fired up kind of guy, but I do expect a high thing with my teammates. I do think I pay attention to details and, demand a very high execution of myself. And I think I hold myself and the people around me accountable.
What is Jimmy Garoppolo like in the huddle when things aren't going your way?
Pretty positive. I mean, just like, hey, we need this one, guys. Let's go one play at a time. Just the kind of get us going kind of attitude. Hard to remember. Kind of focused on other stuff.
The sidelines, talking to when those little things do happen, going up to the receivers, going up to the running backs, talking about what little things need to be tweaked or corrected?
Yeah, that happens just about everywhere on a game day. I mean, I know if there's anything that ever comes up with the exchange, I'll run over there, or he'll come over to me. Either one. Just generally on the sideline, just try to get everything ready for the next series. Hey, that was a good one. Let's do it again. We need to do better that time. Let's focus on the details. Just that kind of stuff.
How did Jaylen Moore look on tape in the offensive line room, and how did that go?
Pretty good. He had a couple of plays you'd want back, but as a rookie starting at left tackle, that's hard to do. So I think he did a really good job. He's put in a really good training camp, and now into the season, been a guy you can really depend on. Quiet, barely talks, but works hard, which is what you want. Rookies.
Another rookie, Aaron Banks, and how he's come along, and just the challenge of picking up this offense and the style of blocking. Obviously, you had to do that at one point in your career. I mean, what is that like for somebody who might not have done a lot of it in the past?
It's tough. It's different than other systems if you're not used to it. I mean, it's very much fast, come off the ball, hit your angles, and go quickly. Not every team in the NFL does it that way. But I think I really like the offense. I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it puts you, if you're an athletic lineman, in a really good position. I think Banks has the talent to be a very good player in this system. He's big and talented. He can actually move really fast. And so it's just a matter of him just putting in the time and getting it done. Unfortunately for Banks, we have a lot of talent at guard, so it's not easy just to jump in there. But he's putting the work in every day, and he looks good.
That athleticism, I mean, he is a big guy, that's documented, but do you see the characteristics that would allow him to flourish in this style?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll just be consistency for him doing it all the time. There's times where, he's as fast and as quick as anybody. But that's the major problem with rookies is you don't always know what to do, and you have to really know what you're doing and do it 100 miles an hour, or you look slow and questioning. And so you just have to go all the way. Banks does a good job when he knows the footwork and he's going. He looks really good. He does it better than anyone on the field, as good as anyone on the field. I'd say just figuring out all the different looks and the plays and everything else. And, I'm not spending every day just watching Banks, so I assume he's doing well.
You guys got off to a really good start last game, were able to run the ball really well. What's it going to take to do that this Sunday and to do it all the way through the game?
Really just the same kind of things. They've got a really good front. They have a lot of really big people. And they can really load the box. It could be really tough on us to run the ball. I think the key will be is, keeping the edges clean, keeping the line of scrimmage clean, and trying to create that space, really try to run off the ball, and hopefully also make them play honest, that if they load the box, we can also throw it. So they don't know it's run 100% of the time and really keep them guessing. All right. Thanks, guys.